Howdy folks, Brian Cusco here at Triple B, and today we're interviewing my buddy Mike Porter over at Porter's Pythons. Funny thing was, my sister-in-law was asking me at one point, "Hey Brian, you know a guy named Mike? He breeds snakes?" And I'm like, yeah, several. And she's like, "He's a firefighter, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I didn't really know at the time. That turned out it was Mike. So we got a family tie there, and I thought that was cool. It's a small world, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this interview with Mike. You're watching Triple B TV. How'd you get into keeping snakes, man?
I've just always been into animals and pets my whole life. So growing up, I'd have the odd snake here and there. 2009, went to a show, and ex-girlfriend at the time saw a snake that she just fell in love with, and we bought it. And that was basically the start of me keeping ball pythons specifically, which is what I breed now. So, but yeah, always been an animal guy. Always had a variety of stuff. So.
Awesome. So like little kid type stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
How is it keeping animals, and also because you're a firefighter?
I am a firefighter full time. That's my day job, obviously. As far as keeping them, it's a pretty low maintenance animal. Which is a big thing. And then I've got some buddies that they come by and really help out. So
it's nice. Because sometimes if there's a fire, you gotta go.
Yeah. And luckily I can send him a text at 2 in the morning and say, "Hey, I'm going," and he's like, "Hey, I got you." So
that's awesome. So you've got an emergency backup crew because you are an emergency backup crew yourself, kind of.
Absolutely, yeah. So it works out great.
That's cool, man. So do you have some major goals in mind that you're looking to hit?
My main focus is pieds. That's now been my main passion.
I remember you had that big old pied.
I did, yeah. She's unfortunately in shed, so I brought her daughter and actually one of my original pieds that I said the very first pied I ever produced, Marilyn, and so she'll be in the breeding lineup for next year. But pieds is my passion. That's what I do. A lot of yellow belly combos, and still kind of morphing those together and creating combos with that. Work a lot of orange dream pieds too, and just proved out a gravel pied, which is great. So I made some highways heifer pied, and so hopefully in a couple weeks I'll get another clutch from a girl and make some actual pastel highway pieds, which would be
that would be pretty cool, man.
Pretty awesome.
That would be pretty sweet. Well, you brought some snakes.
I did, yeah. I brought a few. This is Marilyn, and
Marilyn,
like Marilyn Monroe, because she has a perfect little diamond-shaped beauty mark.
Gotcha.
So I actually had somebody at a show name her. I said, "Hey, I need a pretty blonde girl name," and they're like, "Hey, how about Marilyn Monroe? Because she's got a beauty mark." And I was like, "All right, that's fitting."
I like snakes with names.
Yeah,
stories and names. Yeah.
Every single one of my snakes, except for what's available for sale, has a name. I don't have barcodes, and I don't have ID numbers or any of that stuff. Literally a name to a face, So they're still animals. They're still pets to me, Although it has grown into a little bit of a business. So that's Marilyn. She's at the very least a pastel pied. When I first produced her, I bred a pastel pied to a pied, but I didn't see anything. So I threw my pastel yellow belly, that very first male that got me started with ball pythons, in, and I got 3 eggs, 1 yellow belly, 1 pastel yellow belly, and her. And I've had a bunch of people ask if she's a pastel yellow belly, but as of right now, she's just a pretty pastel, and hopefully next season with that gravel pied, I'll figure out if she's actually a yellow belly too. But
nice, man.
That's one of my pride and joys, because she's my very first pied,
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good one. This is some of this year's hatchlings.
Whoa, dude.
So this one, you want to hold her? Go ahead. So this one here is from our first clutch, and we believe it to be a leopard Mojave pied. Only super high white. The head's totally different color than the tail, which is pretty neat. And then the rest of it's pure white. So that's a fun little pied combo.
Dude, I love this head, the way the eye stripes are connecting all the way back there.
Straight into the back. That's
wild.
That's pretty neat. Typically, I like the more mid-white, but
yeah, me too.
This one's pretty awesome looking. It's just unique,
Yeah.
And then we hatched out some orange dream pieds.
There's some freshies.
Yeah, these are like a week and a half old. So this one hasn't even shed, and this one's literally 24 hours old. So they're here for like show and display. Somebody wants to buy them, they can, but they're going to go home with me, so they're started, and then they'll be delivery will be set up, you know. So, but it's a late season for us, but you know that's just
myself.
That's just some of the
almost
variety
everybody I've talked to has been this late season.
It's weird. I've got 16 clutches and I've only got like 4 that have hatched. Normally I have like 5 ready to go, already fed up. But so that's kind of what we're working with. You know, the main focus now.
Awesome, man.
So.
They're beautiful, man.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming and taking the time to talk to us. I know vending a show and then leaving your booth to come film, it's kind of, you know.
Well, like I said, I've got those buddies that help me out when I'm on a fire, so.
Just call them up, I gotta go.
I'm in the spotlight, so I called them up and say, hey, you need to watch the booth for a minute, and it works out, so.
Awesome, man.
I appreciate the interview.
Yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. Mike is a good dude, and if you're here in California, if you're down in Southern California, he's local to you. So if you're looking for some pied stuff, you know, you can reach out to him, and he's somebody that I would back and endorse as being a good dude. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed it again. And next week, we're going to be sitting down with Megan Kelly and one of her beautiful anacondas. And until then, you've been watching Triple B TV. Y'all take care. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I had, this Miguel, so we can blame Miguel for everything. I'm gonna have you get a little closer to that line. Okay. Miguel is to blame for everything that happens here today. That doesn't go right. Everything else,
understandable.
It's all me and you.
Absolutely.
All the good things that happen is all about you.
I agree. The very first pied I ever made. Yeah, don't worry.
Where's the facial recognition, yo? Facial recognition software, please, and hello. Are we gonna? Come on, man. It's supposed to be. There it is. Good Lord. My face is too big. Jeez. Ooh, 6-pack on the way. Just kidding. Hey, Brian, you go. No, again.